Hi guys, I'm Shelley. Welcome back to my channel where we are now celebrating Pride Month. Da, 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 da. Or rather having a discussion as to why Pride still exists. It has been in the news of late and I have heard it from quite a few people asking why does Pride still exist? Why in the 21st century? Am I getting that right? Who knows? Why in 2019 do we still need Pride? What is the parade even about anymore? But in this very special Pride year, because it is 50 years since the first Stonewall riots and the first Pride, I think it's evident why we still need Pride and why we still need to march every single year. To start with, we march to give thanks. We march as a memorial to remember those who came before us, especially because it's the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. For those who put their lives on the line so that we could stand up and march today. For those who marched back in the day and were beaten for it, or chased for it, or arrested for it, or in some cases died for it. We march as a memorial to them. We stand and we remember them. But especially in the wake of the recent bus attack in London on Melanie and Chris, we still need this. Melanie and Chris were attacked in one of the most multicultural and understanding cities in the world. They were beaten just for being a lesbian couple. They were jeered and taunted and then had their face smashed in. And there are pictures all over the news. I cannot possibly convey how bad it was and the fact that we have to show a photo for even getting emotion. But here is what happened to them. And this kind of attack or any kind of attack happens every single day. LGBTQIA abuse still happens on the daily. For the woman in Poland who was imprisoned for having a picture of the Virgin Mary with a rainbow halo around her head, she was thrown into prison for that. We march because Childline cut off all contact with a trans model that they went after and asked to be as part of their advertisement for Pride Month because she was accused of pornography. There was no evidence for this. We march because there are people protesting outside a primary school in Birmingham because LGBTQIA+ content was being taught. The men who attacked Melanie and Chris on the bus don't care that it's Pride Month. They might not even know. Really, how many outside the LGBTQIA+ community know that it's Pride Month, know about Stonewall at all? I had to self-educate myself about Stonewall and I'm inside the community. You're not told why Stonewall happened, you're not even told that it existed, you're not told why many people stood up for their rights. Nobody is told the history of the LGBTQIA community. And why? Because they protest outside of damn primary schools. This is part of British history, it's part of American history, it's part of the world's history, and we're not being allowed to tell it? There's protests against telling it? Don't even get me started on the idea of straight pride. Because what are you taking to the streets? What has stopped you from loving the person who is standing next to you? What has stood in your way? Who has beaten you up? Who has attacked you for being straight? Who has attacked you for wanting to get married? Who has banned you from getting married? What are you marching for? We march because we lost people. We march because we are still fighting for our rights. What rights are you fighting for? To love the person next to you? You get to do that for free. So you wonder why we still have Pride. Why do we still take to the streets? To remember those we have lost and to fight for the many people who can't fight for themselves, to stand up and be loud for the people who are still getting attacked on buses. We march for Melanie and Chris, who were attacked on a bus in the middle of London. For Lucy and Rebecca, who had stones thrown at them from a passing car. For Monroe, the trans model who is being shunned by Childline purely for existing and being who she is. And for the countless others all around the world who are attacked for being LGBTQIA+. This is why we have Pride. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great Pride Month and that you get to take to the streets and be your full and beautiful selves. Take care and see you guys soon. Bye.